You found a 996 for 35 grand.
You think you're getting a deal. A real 911 for less than the price of a new sedan. So you buy it. Then the first oil change hits your wallet. Then the tires. Then the IMS bearing replacement you didn't budget for. And suddenly, that $35,000 sports car has cost you $50,000.
Today we're breaking down the actual cost of 996 ownership. Not the sticker price. The real price. The one nobody talks about until it's too late. And trust me, if you're thinking about buying one, you need to see this before you commit.
Here's the thing about buying a used 996. Everybody focuses on the acquisition cost. They ask themselves, what do I need to pay to drive this home? But that's where the thinking stops for most buyers. The purchase price is just the entry fee. Everything after that is where your money actually goes. Let's say you buy a solid 996 for $35,000. It's got reasonable mileage, decent service history, and no obvious red flags. You drive it home thinking you made a smart investment. Then reality sets in. Soon after your purchase, you kick yourself for not getting the pre-purchase inspection. If you're serious about understanding what you own, a specialist inspection costs $300 to $500 and will tell you exactly what's coming down the road. Think of it as damage control. Within 3 to 4 months, you're looking at an oil change. Now, regular cars, an oil change is $40 to $50. A 996, you're looking at $150 to $250 depending on where you go. And you're doing this every 5,000 miles or 6 months, whichever comes first. That's roughly 3 times a year if you're driving it regularly. Do the math. That's $500 to $750 a year just in oil changes. Over 5 years, that's $2,500 to $3,750 minimum. And we haven't even touched the real costs yet. Let's talk about the expenses that actually keep 996 owners up at night. The IMS bearing. If you bought a 996 with the original IMS bearing still installed, and let's be honest, a lot of them do, you need to budget for a replacement. We've covered this extensively in other videos, so I won't spend too much time here, but the reality is this: $3,000 to $5,000 for a professional replacement. That's not optional, that's mandatory if you want peace of mind. If you bought a car where the bearing's already been replaced, congratulations, you just saved yourself a massive headache. But you probably paid a premium for that car, so it evens out. Brakes. The 996 has excellent braking systems. Porsche didn't compromise there, but brakes wear out. On a car you're actually driving, not just showing off, you're looking at brake pad replacement every 30 to 50,000 miles. That's roughly $400 to $600, depending on the quality of pads you choose. Some owners go with OEM Porsche pads, others go aftermarket to save a few bucks. Over 5 years of decent driving, not track duty, just regular spirited driving, you're probably doing a pad replacement maybe once, possibly twice. So figure $600 to $1,200 in brake maintenance. Tires. This is where Porsche ownership gets real. A 996 needs Porsche spec tires. Michelin, Pirelli, Bridgestone, the good stuff. You can't cheap out here. A full set of 4 tires runs you $1,000 to $1,500 installed. Most owners will need at least 1 full set change over 5 years, maybe 2 if you're driving the car regularly. 2 sets over 5 years, you're at $2,000 to $3,000. The cooling system. Water cooling was revolutionary for the 996, but it also introduced complexity. Hoses deteriorate, pumps fail. These aren't catastrophic failures if you catch them early, but they're expensive. A radiator replacement, if it comes to that, is running you $1,500 to $2,500. A water pump, $800 to $1,200. Most owners won't face both, but something in the cooling system will probably need attention over 5 years. Budget $1,000 to $1,500 for contingency. Transmission service. If you've got a manual, you're in good shape. The 6-speed is rock solid and doesn't require expensive servicing. But if you're driving an automatic, the Tiptronic, you need transmission fluid service every 60,000 miles or so. That's another $300 to $500 per service. 1 service over 5 years if you drive moderately, $300 to $500. 2 services if you're active, $500 to $1,000. Here's where most 996 buyers get blindsided. There are expenses that don't sound expensive individually, but they add up fast. Cabin air filter, $50 to $100. Engine air filter, another $50 to $100. Spark plugs, $200 to $300. Brake fluid service every 2 years, $150 to $200. Coolant flush, $200 to $300. None of these are catastrophic, but you're looking at $500 to $1,000 in miscellaneous maintenance annually. That's $2,500 to $5,000 over 5 years. Then there's the stuff that sneaks up on you. Window regulators failing, coil packs going bad, electrical gremlins that cost $500 to $2,000 to diagnose and fix. These aren't guaranteed, but they're common enough that you should budget for them. And then, and this is important, there's the fuel cost difference. A 996 with the naturally aspirated engine requires premium fuel, 91 octane minimum. That's 30 to 50 cents more per gallon than regular. If you're filling up a 16-gallon tank every week or two, you're looking at an extra $50 to $100 monthly just in fuel cost. That's $600 to $1,200 a year.
Now, let's put this all together and see what 5 years of 996 ownership actually costs.
Year 1. You bought the car for $35,000. You do a specialist inspection, $300 to $500. You replace the IMS bearing if needed, $3,000 to $5,000. You're doing oil changes. New tires probably aren't needed yet, but maybe you replace the brake pads. You're at roughly $1,000 in service and maintenance. Fuel costs for a year, assuming moderate driving, $1,500 to $2,000. Year 1 total, roughly $40,000 to $43,000. Year 2 through 5. These years settle into a rhythm. Annual maintenance, regular oil changes, occasional surprises. Let's say you're looking at $2,000 to $3,000 annually in maintenance. Some years less, some years more. Fuel costs continue at $1,500 to $2,000 per year. A tire replacement happens, probably in year 3 or 4. Call it $1,500. A major service, transmission fluid, coolant flush, that sort of thing, happens once or twice during this period. Another $500 to $1,000. So we're looking at roughly $3,000 to $4,000 annually. Times 4 years, $12,000 to $16,000. 5-year total. Initial purchase, $35,000. IMS bearing replacement, $4,000 if needed. First year service and inspection, $2,000. 4 years of maintenance, $14,000. Fuel premium over 5 years, $7,200. Tires, $2,500. Unexpected repairs and contingency, $2,000. We're sitting at roughly $75,000 to $80,000 for 5 years of 996 ownership. That's more than double the purchase price. And here's the thing, that's assuming nothing major goes wrong. No cylinder scoring, no major transmission issues, no catastrophic electrical failure that costs thousands to diagnose.
Now, before you click away thinking the 996 is a financial disaster, hear me out.
$75,000 to $80,000 over 5 years breaks down to roughly $15,000 to $16,000 annually, or about $1,300 a month. That isn't cheap. But compared with financing and owning a newer performance car, while absorbing heavier depreciation, higher insurance premiums, and potentially larger monthly payments, the total cost begins to look more reasonable. You're driving a real 911, a legitimate performance car with incredible engineering. The maintenance cost, while higher than a regular car, is actually competitive with other performance vehicles. What matters is going in with your eyes open. Too many buyers get a 996 thinking it's a bargain because the purchase price is low. Then they get blindsided by the true cost of ownership. That's the mistake. If you budget $15,000 to $16,000 annually, you're not surprised. You're prepared. And frankly, you're getting a hell of a deal for what you're driving. Before you make a decision on buying a 996, run these numbers. Figure out what annual maintenance costs actually look like. Talk to owners. Ask them what they spend in a given year. And if you're serious about understanding every aspect of 996 ownership, the costs, the issues, the what-ifs, that's exactly what the 996 ownership blueprint covers. It breaks down not just what things cost, but how to manage those costs, how to negotiate them into your purchase price, and how to avoid the surprises that blindside most buyers. Link in the description if you want to dive deeper.
Next week, we're doing a complete cost comparison. 996 versus 997 versus 991. Which one actually costs more to own? You might be surprised. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And let me know in the comments, what's been your biggest unexpected expense as a car owner? I read every comment, and I'm curious what surprises people the most. Thanks for watching. I'm Dean Racer. Know the car before you own the car. I'll see you next time.